interesting stories that are making the rounds in the world of entertainment. This is the Grapevine every Tuesday and Thursday at 8:15. That is exactly what we do on the Smooth Breakfast. Thank you for being a part of the show as you always are. It's always a pleasure having you and getting your thoughts. It's an interactive session as always. So come through, share your thoughts with us. Send those messages in on WhatsApp on 0809 444 0981 0809 444 That is the WhatsApp number. I'm not doing this alone, of course. I'm being joined by my two main men on Zoom, that is, not in the studio. James Silas and, of course, Oris. Good morning to you guys.
Yeah, good morning, Lagos. Good morning, good morning, everybody. We see what's going on. Everybody, shout out to everybody listening, wherever you're listening from. And if you're here since day one, hey, you're the real MVP.
True story. Oris, is everything okay with the world?
I have to believe so. Good morning, Ayo. Good morning, James. And good morning to our listeners, wherever they might be.
Mm. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Okay, let's jump into the world of conversation. A couple of things that we need to get off our chest this morning. And where do I even begin? Where do I even begin? Okay, let me start from home. Let me start from home. You know, the charity begins at home. Let's begin here in Nigeria and talk about this whole brouhaha that has been going on between Mercy Chinwo and her former manager. Now, in a video shared on his Instagram page yesterday, Ezekiel Onyedikachukwu, also known as EZT, denied ever threatening or intimidating gospel singer Mercy Chinwo. Now, his comments followed Mercy's Instagram post in which she accused him of bullying and threatening to destroy her. She also claimed that he harbored a vendetta against her because she refused to join him in his conflicts with other prominent figures in the gospel music scene. I mean, guys, you would think that this sort of thing would happen in maybe any other realm of the music industry, and the gospel scene should be left out of it. But I guess I'm wrong in thinking that this particular issue has been going back and forth, and here we are now. You bullied me, you didn't bully me. Where does it end? Where does it end, James?
I mean, it's this is very, 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 very sad and actually messy. You know, well, messy. Um, this whole thing, I don't know where to take it. I don't know where to take it from, really. At first, I thought it was just a catalog war of, okay, I finished my contract. I'm trying to buy my catalog out. I'm trying to, maybe there might have been some kind of severance clause, but this one is seeming to be more personal and more vile. There's some level of human activity going on here. They say the heart of man is wicked. So I think
Mm,
there's some wickedness going on around this whole conversation. It's supposed to be straightforward, yes, but with levels and branches of processes that will finally um, end their long time and business relationship. Now, I'm not going to try to take sides, but when you look at, or when, none of them, they are both, playing the dirty game as far as I'm concerned. When Messi put out that video to try to address the situation, everything was fine until where she goes, oh, that Easy was instigating or making them, trying to make her fight other people, and that Easy instigated social media to talk about her child as being, or just more or less propagating the allegation that she had something to do with Nathaniel Daniels because Izzy does not like that Nathaniel Daniels, and then it called, like, when you make that kind of statement
Nathaniel
straight up.
Bassi, you mean?
Yeah, Nathaniel Bassi, I mean, sorry. And
Right.
when you make that kind of statement and say the guy does not like Nathaniel Bassi probably doesn't even know anything about this guy, or doesn't probably, I mean, he might know or whatever. They are probably, you know, not friends, or maybe they are friends. And then you make that kind of statement, and then, that one will hear, I'm like, oh, really? He doesn't like. So it just sort of spirals into, and, a web of a lot of mess. Um, if they had, and then you see, if there's a case in court, if they were having this conversation, if let's say somebody has, because according to Mercy, it's easy that is taking her to court, not the other way around. But you also forget that there was also a time where the guys was saying that Messi called EFCC on him and they extorted him of some amount. So it just sort of looks like if you are going this way, this other person too is taking it from the other way. And because there was no part where Messi also said that I reported him to the EFCC for XYZ reason and so on. I know that there was this guy that came out earlier to say that there were levels of mediation where he mentioned that he was present. There was also Hilda Kubo and some other respectable people that are within the either the gospel circle or within the societal circle, and
Right.
they resolved that they hugged, that they were both in tears, that they were, and then now this is what we are also hearing. And it's easy to comes out now to talk about it. So it's just messy, and I actually personally don't like the fact that they are making it look like, oh, and we are, and this is the body of Christ. They keep putting God into it, and none of them should be doing that, because the things that people are doing, if you are really, really truthful, because there are two sides to the story, your side, my side, and the truth. But what is the truth in this situation? If people are in contracts expire. When it expires, where are the real, if anything to hold on to, where is the actual contract that started this relationship? It's really
Right.
messy. I mean, we
Right.
cannot, time. I mean, let's keep it
Yeah.
moving. Yeah.
Yeah, let's keep moving. I want to get Urus's thoughts on this one because he's been smiling somewhat mischievously all the while. Urus, please jump in on this.
Yeah, that seems unfair. Smiling mysteriously. Sorry, I think the internet in my area has been bad for like a week, so this might really really come off a little disjointed. But yes, I wanted to say this, and I think there's only one thing to say about this, which is how the Bible says you cannot serve God and mammon. You know,
Mm,
I think it's just funny
Yes.
because this is exactly what I guess the Bible meant, because this everything that's happening here is purely because of money. So um,
Yes.
maybe in a sense, because of the way the music industry is structured, it's a very, very very dirty industry, frankly. Maybe we should not expect that whoever it is involved in it, whether the person is the Pope or a local pastor or a singer, will not get dirtied by just how the industry is. So I think that's what is like I'll play. That's what's it's happening here. That no matter who you are, if you are in the music business, it's just the way that this thing finds a way to like make you feel just as the industry is as well. So yeah, but that said, from listening to both parties, I think they both have it just I think like what is it's such a normal thing. The only thing is that because it's Christians or nominal Christians, that's why we have this conversation. What is happening here is no different from what happened with I guess Skills and his management years ago. Kiss Daniel and his own management some time back. Everybody practically has had something related to do with this contract label and whatever, all of that stuff. So broadly speaking, I will say that this will be solved like the other matters have been solved, which is it will take a long
Ayokunmi, I
time.
think you want to check.
And at the end
Okay.
of the day, both parties,
I want to bounce into this. Always, if you can hear us, we can't hear you.
I could hear him
I'm
actually.
sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
It
Just
just looks
oh, you can
frozen
hear
here.
me. Okay.
And, I can't hear him.
Mm. It looks like
So
Well,
let's advise
anyway, let
Oris
me
should
just
just take
say,
out his video, put out the video and just leave it on audio. It will help.
oh, you think that would help?
we can try that and see.
Yeah.
We can try
Oris,
that and
just
see.
Yeah, okay.
go off
Let's see.
better. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's hope it works. Okay. So anyway, what I was saying is this: is that I think this is just the regular stuff that happens between labels and their artists. So whether the only difference here is that it's supposed to be Christians, but
Yes.
frankly, nothing really changes. I think at the end of the day, what will happen is that we are going to have two people who are, or rather two parties who are distinctly unhappy, but at least this issue will come to an end. That's the only way. That's the only way I can see this finally ending.
Hmm. It's going to be interesting to see how this all pans out at the end of the day because really, when you think about it, you really do not want to be hearing about such things, especially when we talk about the gospel music scene, where it's supposed to, be a certain way. But I guess we're human beings at the end of the day. Tayo on WhatsApp says beef inside the gospel industry that is leading to legal steps instead of salvation. What happened to Jesus take the wheel? Or vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. We commit them both to the capable hands of the Lord because we listen, but we don't judge. Okay, Tayo. Interesting thoughts there. Let's take a very quick break right now. I want to talk about the Headies, but this break is needed so that we don't get interrupted along the way. On the other side, we'll talk about the Headies and a lot more on the Grapevine this beautiful Thursday morning on the Smooth Breakfast on Smooth 98.1. Yeah, turning off the video actually helped because your audio became clearer.
Clearer.
When you turn the video off, it became clearer.
Okay. I'm happy to. Yeah, but yeah, it's I think it's a yeah, it's an internet problem for like 5 days now. It's just been horrible over here.
Those network issues recently. I think Nine Mobile have had issues.
Nine Mobile.
Well,
they've been dealing with me.
Baba Porto, better ports.
I will eventually because I mean.
But I use MTN and it's been terrible. I mean, really
a friend
terrible.
of mine also complained about them yesterday.
I still prefer MTN still.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, I think it's the best to be honest, But I think I'm saying that for the past 5 days, it's just been horrible. It's so difficult to stream anything, frankly, for about a week now.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm even thinking I want to go and get like an AirTel signal just because of this.
I think, let me tell you what will end the internet problem for you. I honestly, I'm not PR or anything. It's Fiber One. That's what I use. It's direct connection. That's what I use. And it's what's it called? Unlimited. Unlimited for real. Honestly, Fiber One, and it's not as expensive as all these crazy ones.
Yeah, I mean, after the initial this thing,
I'll check if I send you a number to call them. I'll send you a number. I'll get your number and call one of their customer service.
Okay, all right. I can consider them actually.
Yeah, you should.
Because all these networks, they will show you shaggy.
They will. I mean, at home I don't touch that. On my phone, I have almost my Etisalat has my Nine Mobile. Sorry, has almost 100 gigs. I don't use it when I'm at home. I don't use it. I work most time at home, so that's the thing.
Crazy. All right, let's jump back in. All righty, welcome back to the Grapevine on a Thursday morning. This is the Smooth Breakfast. You're listening to Smooth 98.1. You love music, love live station. You know we love entertainment as well. Ayokunmi right here with you. Alongside me, James Silas, and of course, Oris. We are doing justice to the entertainment stories and getting your feedback as well. We'd love to hear from you. Talk to us. Send those messages in on WhatsApp. The number is 0809-444-0981. You can also join us on YouTube where we're streaming live at Smooth 981 FM Lagos. Smooth 981 FM Lagos. So you can drop your comments there as well. I'll take them along with the WhatsApp messages. All right, guys, let's talk about the Headies. They are in the news, and it is official. The 17th Headies Awards will be held on April 5, 2025. Right here in Lagos, Nigeria. If you recall, I think the last 2 editions were held outside the country in the US. Now, the date was revealed by the Headies executive producer, Mr. Ayokunmi, at an unveiling event that was held on Tuesday. And activities surrounding the 17 Headies are set to kick off in March, with the curtain being the award ceremony to be held, like I said, on the 5th of April. Now, in a historic move, the Headies is set to host 2 editions in a calendar year, as the 18th edition is billed for December 2025. Now, this has been explained to be because the 17th edition wasn't able to hold in 2024. But I mean, 2 awards in 1 year. Oris, this sounds interesting.
Yeah, but I think it has happened before, hasn't it? 2016 or so. I think James can probably confirm. This has happened before. I remember there was a year when the Headies couldn't quite hold in there, and then they shifted it, I think, to the first month. It was also January. It was January, I think, of the next year. It was, I think it wasn't January 1. I think that was the year that had that issue with Olamide and Don Jazzy. Yes, that particular year had held 2 Headies Awards. So it's not the first time that this is happening, actually. Of course, it's always very peculiar when you have an award show that's a yearly thing happening, 2 of them happening in the same year. But I think in this case, what has happened is yes, we couldn't. It wasn't possible for the Headies to take this take this last year for whatever reason that they didn't tell us, which is not good. uh, and now, of course, yes, they are like, you know what? Let's have this one first half of the year, and then the other one by the second half. Me, I'm trying to think about how they're going to raise money, Sha, for something that big. Um, two of them over a 12-month period. But I guess the company in charge, they do know what they are doing. But I think it's always important, yeah, that if you've done great work, somehow, the industry has to like say, hey, you know what? Okay, you for this thing you've done, here's your recognition. Okay, you've done this, here's your recognition. And if you skip a particular year, it means that there's a whole host of people who will not get recognized for what they've done. So I think it's only fair that, you know what, let's let it be combined this year. That said, as always, I'm always looking forward to the list of nominees and the eventual winners, because I think there is something about the Headies. I think yeah, I don't think there's any argument. I think of the time when it used to be argued, which was the biggest event in the music calendar. Maybe except for Davido taking a second wife this year. The Headies will probably be the biggest. But maybe that's actually why it did not take place last year, because the Headies knew that they couldn't compete with Davido's wedding, his first wedding at least. So maybe, just maybe, unless Davido shows up again with another wife, or maybe Whiskey takes a bride or something. I think this is going to be the biggest event in the music calendar for Africa or for Nigeria, whichever one. So I'm looking forward to it. And like I said, for me, the big thing is always who will get the respect, who will get the recognition, and who finally takes home the trophies.
Indeed. James, we've talked about the Headies before as being that flagship music show. Talk about the Headies in the same breath as maybe the Grammys in the US, as in this is our own thing. And according to what has been said, the nomination window for the 17th edition, is supposed to run from April 1st, 2023 to July 31st, 2024. While for the 18th edition in December, it's going to be a window to cover August and the other part of 2024 and a part of 2025 as well. And looking at this now, we're all looking forward to seeing who's going to be nominated for different awards and all that. And I will say that it's great to see that the tradition of the Headies is continuing. What we want to see now is how it's going to keep on moving up and up and up to become the show, not just in Nigeria, but in Africa as well, and even possibly beyond the shores of the continent.
I mean, it's the event, like always mentioned, it's about money. He was just saying that he doesn't even know how, in terms of sponsorship, does they decide to pull this off. But what it is that for an event of this magnitude, it's always about fun. It's always about money. It will actually shock a lot of people to also know that part of why the event went to America last 2 years, or from 2022 and 2023, was actually because of funding as well. And it's always about what or how you and your prospective sponsors agree, and if it's about moving into another continent, location, country, then so be it. What they try to do is to keep moving the message of Nigerian music or African music across the world. And this time around, I like always said, there are lots of, once you miss a year, because what are you going to do when you have a lot of people, people who have not been recognized or awarded in the previous year? Are you going to just move on like the calendar just passed and then that's it, for an award of an event that has come to be very, very respected and what people look for? Because outside this, what exactly or what else, which is why whenever they come out like this, they get a lot of attention, and it's the biggest news in the entertainment, not just in the music industry. So
Right.
yeah, fingers crossed. Let's see how this one goes, and we just have to hope and pray that everything goes well for the event.
Amen. Okay, there's a message here on WhatsApp. It's from Miss Chen, and it says, James, no IG live today. well. Maybe you know IG Live, but you can join. You can join
not
the
today.
YouTube stream.
I do it
We're
mostly
streaming
when
on
I'm in the
YouTube.
studio, actually. Yes, please.
We're streaming on
Who's that
YouTube.
again?
So,
Who's that again?
Miss Chen on WhatsApp.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you
Just
can join.
next time.
You can join the YouTube
Yes,
stream.
YouTube Live. We're
Smooth
actually on YouTube
Smooth
Live.
91 FM Lagos. You can join us on YouTube, right there. Francis says, I see no reason why host it twice a year when you can just put in the resources to make one the bigger. Glad it's coming back to Lagos though. Imagine having a Grammy Award show outside America. Well, the world is evolving. I mean, we're having NFL games outside. Talks about having Premier League games in other countries as well. The world is
Somewhere, yeah,
evolving,
it happens.
so
Not.
I don't know how I feel about it though, but I guess that's what happens when
No,
things
you'll be
just
fine. Trust me. The head is an African event, not just a Nigerian event. So
Indeed, it is. It is. It is. Okay, let's talk about Bruno Mars. I was talking about Bruno Mars before we actually got on the show this morning. He has become the first artist to reach 150 million monthly Spotify listeners. Now, since releasing the singles Die With a Smile with Lady Gaga and his guest appearance on Rose's APT, the superstar has remained at the summit of Spotify monthly listeners list, where he continues to break records. 150 million listeners in a month. That is huge. I mean, he's jumped over the Weeknd, who is way back at 118 million. 118 to 150 million. That is a bit of a gap there. But Bruno Mars, low-key doing what he knows how to do best. And I don't know if it's just me, guys, but I don't know if Bruno Mars gets the flowers that he actually deserves when it comes to the music industry. Yes, he is big. He's been there for a while. But does he get the flowers that he actually deserves for the work he actually puts out?
my brother, that's arguments. I don't know.
Please,
You can go when it comes to flowers.
I think he gets more. So I think he gets more.
He gets the whole plans,
I
bro.
think Bruno Mars gets more than his flowers. That man has, yeah, that guy has. Doesn't he have? He has the album. He has an album of the year win with Silk Sonic. He has a song of the year win at the Grammys, maybe even two. I mean, look, the man has been celebrated heavily. You can see the amount of followers he has now on Spotify. Yeah. He's had like crazy ass records on the Billboard charts. No, so don't worry. The man he's fine. Like I said, I believe the year he won Song of the Year for, I think that's what I like. I really, really was angry that year. So me, I have a beef with the guy anyway. He's incredibly talented, granted, but like I said, I have beef because he won that award that particular year. So in my view, Bruno has gotten way more than he deserves. Of course, he deserves a lot. He has also gotten way more than he deserves too. So that's what I think about Bruno. Nah, so there's no direction anyway at all. The man is fine.
Yeah.
The man is fine. And finally, before I actually leave this thing, I'm still coming back to this issue of numbers, and more numbers. Looking at the top 10 here, Bruno Mars, The Weeknd, Lady Gaga, Billie Eilish, Coldplay, Bad Bunny, Rihanna, Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande, and SZA as well. Just should I say, playing devil's advocate here? Are we going to have a Nigerian in this top 10 list at some point? It's all about numbers right now. It's all about the numbers. Oh, how many streams you can get? This one and that one.
The answer is never. There's no. We don't need to extend the concept. The answer is never.
Oris now. Don't you have any faith?
The answer is never. For clear reasons, for obvious reasons. We matter too little to the international music community. So it's never going to happen.
Do you know what it means to be? I mean, where are you going to get these numbers from? Is it from Nigeria? Is it from Africa as a continent? How? Where are you going to get it from? So it's not been so. Well, nothing's impossible. That's what I'm saying. That's
impossible.
Nothing is impossible like that. But look, just if you win your Grammy, hold your Grammy.
James, I said it. Quote me. This one is impossible.
I'm with you. We have to give these guys a bit of hope. So hold your Grammy. If you win your Grammy, as you know where we are right now, just hold it, embrace it, and then keep your eyes off that number. But hey, who knows? Anything can happen.
Okay, we'll see what happens. Okay, finally, let's switch our attention in the US, where American rapper Dajua Blanding, popularly known as Dank Demos, is suing ride-hailing company Lyft for weight discrimination after a driver refused her service, citing her size. Now, she said she was humiliated by the incident, which she filmed with her cell phone and then she posted on TikTok. Now, I saw the video, and right now she's suing Lyft. And in a statement, Lyft maintained that it doesn't condone any form of discrimination. Now, the company emphasized that its community guidelines and terms of service explicitly prohibits harassment or discrimination. But guys, if this Lyft driver said that, come, I can't carry you because this is going to cause some issues with my car. I mean, why are we having these issues right now? Why is the world being this way? I don't know if you saw the video.
Yeah, so but that car is supposed to be a 4-seater car, is it not?
But 4-seater cars can't carry everything, James, at the end of the day.
No, but about how do you buy everything? It was just her. So it's
Yes.
somehow, it feels somehow. I mean, this is somebody who needs to get to the next point, and then you now get there and tell me that I'm too heavy. A 4-seater car. So let's be suing not just Lyft. We'll also be suing the owners of the people, the manufacturers of that car. We are going to get money from them. They are going to, because I feel bad. I was crushed. I was body shamed. I am hurt. They are going to pay me for this discrimination. Is it my fault? What do I do? I need to go somewhere, and then you tell me I can't get it on the car because I was too heavy. I mean, I watched the video. She sat down. The thing went down. I know, but it's supposed to be a 4-seater car, so it's not her fault. I don't care how the Lyft driver felt, but somebody needs to be paid. Somebody needs to pay for this thing. Period. As an advocate for plus size women, I'm saying I was hurt by that video. They need to pay her.
Oris, do you agree with James on this one? Because I want to fight.
Of course, I totally agree at all. I don't agree at all, James. I think if an allowance, this is just funny to me. If an allowance could be made, I think it should have been made, to be honest. But I just don't. I think it's enough for her to cry out, But I also think she needs to lose weight too. I know that women who are listening to this will probably be angry,
Wow.
but I think it's true. She needs to lose weight. So if the wake up call to get her to lose weight, then please, by all means, let her lose weight, please. But I think yes, that people who need to move somewhere should be able to move somewhere without this kind of wahala share. But I also think that the lady in question needs to lose some of that weight.
All right, let me take some messages. Xavier from Bagada, good morning to you. He's greeting you. Onyekem is greeting you as well.
Hey, Xavier.
He says he disagrees with you that if you have gone through this, okay, this is about the Mercy incident. If you have gone through the series of documents that have been posted and people's comments, I'm talking inside house comments. I'm on the side of Mercy. Go through Judy K's page. She mentioned something in the light of what Mercy said regarding EZT expecting people on his record label to fight those he is not cool with. It's all shades of evil. God help and vindicate Mercy. She was the last person I was expecting will have this particular issue. Evil people will be disgraced eventually. He further says, person where they're supposed to use forklift to carry. This is the reason why I look down on some people. You make bad choices and expect everyone else to suffer the consequences. And says, James, I will fight you. What do you mean? What do you mean? She should go and reduce her weight.
No,
and I won't mention the last thing that she said.
Everybody needs love.
Everybody needs love. Okay.
Everybody needs love. Yes, that's all.
Oh my goodness. And Tayo says the Headies should bring the famed drama, not all the time climb stage to collect award and give speech. Headies already planning Dirty December 2025. He says, Egbon Ayo, if you want the award, come and take it. Tayo, I beg. I don't want
Tayo.
All right, we need to call it tomorrow. Thank you so much for the messages. I've had a good laugh. Thank you, James and Oris, for always making it a great time on the Grapevine. Absolute pleasure.
Yeah. Thank you very much, guys. You can continue the conversation on our social media. I'm James Silas, Instagram, X, everywhere. Holla back.
All right, Oris.
Yeah, as always, it's catcheries, but I pray to you, do not catch me on X and catcheries on Facebook and Instagram. Yeah, we're back next week.
All right. With all the tables that you break, if they catch you, well, Oris, I can't help you. My hands are in the air on that.
Wahala. So that's why I'm saying if you want to catch me, please.
All right, guys, have a great Thursday. And of course, looking forward to doing this again next week. Thank you all for sharing your thoughts and being a part of the Grapevine. Keep it tuned to Smooth 98.1 and the Smooth Breakfast. Fun never stops. Great music coming your way.
Peace.
All right, guys.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Take care now.